Yeeps Hide and Seek has a ton of gadgets, but I think there are a lot of areas where gadgets could improve the game so much more. So today I created a bunch of different gadget ideas. I'm gonna show them all to you, and they're super cool. Oh yeah, so let's get straight into it with our first gadget. Is something funny? No, it's just I put a banana peel there, and you were about to slip on it, so I thought it'd be so funny. Oh, I guess that is a pretty good prank. I'm just gonna jump over it though, avoid any danger. The first gadget idea I had was the boom mine. It kind of looked like a copy button. It'd have this dark green like bottom and a big ol' red button on top. When you step on it, it would explode. That explosion would deal 2,500 damage and send you flying back. When it's painted the color of the surface it's on, it would become 75% transparent, making it really hard to see. So for example, if you wanted to trap someone, you could put it like at the top of these stairs, and you could paint it the color of the stairs so it would go pretty transparent, and then if they stepped on it, they would get a ton of damage dealt to them. But like traps and stuff like that was such a good idea to me, so I didn't really stop there. So the next gadget idea I have is stuffed wiring. Stuffed wiring would basically be normal wiring blocks, except that it would be usable in play mode. They're just like normal wiring, they'd send a signal through them when activated, but they'd also be compatible with normal wiring blocks. Along with those, we definitely need stuffed buttons so that those could send pulses through them. But the main use of stuffing wiring would be also the most fun one. And that use would be... What are you doing? The stuffed dispenser. The stuffed dispenser would be a combination of the item dispenser and item cannon, and you could also use it in play mode. It would cost 1,000 stuffing to take out, but you could put whatever item you wanted into it. And when a pulse went through it, whether through stuffed wires or non-stuffed wires, it would shoot out whatever item was inserted into it 3 blocks ahead of it. This could be used to set up like traps with hider detectors to freeze players or throw a grenade at them or whatever. Overall, I think stuffed wiring and like the boom mines and all these traps will make play mode so much better. This town ain't big enough for the 2 of us, partner.
Are you sure? I feel like this could fit like 20 of us right here. Whatever. Let's duel. Oh yeah, this guy be shading. Oh my goodness.
My next few gadget ideas require a little bit of context, so let me introduce you to the flame effect. The flame effect will make you red and give you these little fire particles. When you have the flame effect, you'll lose 200 stuffing every second for the next 5 seconds. So knowing that, let's move on to the next gadget. The flamethrower would be the best way to give someone the flame effect. It would shoot fire 2 blocks forward, and anyone caught in those flames would get the flame effect. It would cost 500 stuffing to take out and would use 200 stuffing a second. So while it's really expensive, it can give you a big advantage, especially in close quarters combat. Sir, I don't know if I can win this.
Sure you can, Sonny. You can do anything you
No,
fit
I mean
your
that
mind
guy's
to.
gloves are literally like on fire. The flame gloves are similar to the freeze gloves in that like after 3 consecutive hits, they'll give you an effect. But instead of freezing you, they're gonna give you the flame effect and light you on fire. These would be super practical in combat because they're essentially poison gloves. If you get hit with these, you're probably gonna have to run away. However, they do cost 1,000 stuffing to pull out for each glove. Paired with the fact that they can fall off your hands at any time, you can have a ton of value and lose it almost instantly. So I think these would be like pretty balanced. Now that we're done with the trap section and the flame section, let's move on to all the miscellaneous gadgets I had ideas for. Ah, dude, your music sucks. Oh yeah? Yeah. Well, how about this? That's what I thought. I always thought there was so much potential for more music gadgets. So my next gadget, the clarinet, is taking that to the next level. The clarinet would cost 300 stuffing to take out of your inventory and 500 stuffing to play. It'd work like the trumpet, where whenever you hold it up to your mouth, it activates. Except instead of knocking people back instantly, it would launch out 5 music note projectiles. They wouldn't be this big, but you know what I'm saying. But if you made contact with one of these music notes, it would deal as much knockback as a bomb. Along with that, these music notes would deal 750 damage. Each set would last about 30 seconds, and you could only have 3 total sets out at a time. Over the 30 seconds, they would slowly drift forward about 10 blocks. And with each note dealing 750 damage, that's a total of 3,750 damage altogether. However, most of the notes probably won't hit, since they spread out pretty far. Now let's move on to... Oh, hold on, I'm getting a call. Hello? Astro? Man, that build is so cool. I know, right? If only we as a community could take these incredible builds and make a tutorial of sorts for other players to buy so that they could take these and put them in their own maps without having to struggle or watch a YouTube tutorial. It was simply an in-game feature. You're weird, dude. Wait a minute, what does this say? Explosive! Run back.
Alright, hi, my name's Astro. I'm in this video, so I'm gonna be telling you one of my gadget ideas. One of my gadget ideas was the blueprint. Basically, if you don't know Minecraft, there's like this mod where it tells you all the blocks you need to build a certain build and how you're gonna build it. It like shows where the blocks should be placed. I think in Yeeps that would be a very fun idea, and people could like upload their builds, and it'd help a bunch of people in case you weren't the best at building. Subscribe to me and now broccoli, and don't let him hear that.
Okay, let's go. Look at me. Look at my face. No one else's face. Just my face. Boom! That's too easy. Dang, dude, I'm never gonna be able to have as high as a vertical as that. What the? That's right. Now watch this. Double jump. Is that guy on the new and improved springboard? The springboard was an idea by my friend Ruby, whose channel is on the screen right now. It's basically a free double jump. You hold it in your hand, and if you press one of your face buttons, so A, B, X, or Y, it'll shoot you into the air about 5 blocks. It would take 1,000 stuffing to take out and 500 stuffing per use. So you wouldn't be able to use it for long, but it would be incredible for getting away from people with a ton of control. It would also have a 2-second cooldown, so you can't just spam it to get super high in the air. Thanks once again to Ruby for the suggestion. His channel's linked in the Oh, no. Oh, I stubbed my toe. If only there was someone super far away with like a cool new gadget that could send me healing right now. The magic staff is the last gadget we have for today, and honestly, I think it's one of the coolest. It was suggested by my friend SleepyBob, who said he wanted something to like use potions as projectiles. So I decided to create the magic staff. It would cost 750 stuffing to take out of your inventory, and would cost 500 stuffing per use. Along with that, you'd have to insert a potion into it to make it work. But it's expensive for a really good reason. It would essentially work as a pellet gun, so whenever you let go of it, it would fire a projectile. This projectile would travel in a straight line for up to 60 blocks. When contact is made with somebody, the projectile would give whoever it hit the effect of the potion in the bottle. So if I put healing in the staff and hit someone with it, then they will get the healing effect for 5 seconds. So that's all the gadgets I have for today. I think these would be super awesome and improve hide and seek, PvP, and pretty much everything else. And yeah, bye-bye.